So there's our basics of the functions. Now let's work with our functions a little bit here and see what we've got going for us. If I'm talking about composite functions here, so here's example 6. I'm going to let f of x is equal to 3x squared minus x and g of x is equal to 1 over x. I want to simplify these expressions. So I'm going to skip over here to C because this is review. F of g of x, meaning that I'm taking my g of x and plugging it into my f of x function, right? So I have f of g of x is going to say 3 times 1 over x squared minus this 1 over x. Clean it up a little. 3 over x squared minus 1 over x. Anytime you just have that nice little monomial in the denominator, go ahead and get a common denominator and put those together. Right? If it's just a monomial, like a single term down there, and you can find an easy common denominator, put them together, go ahead and do that. That's just good math practice. And then you have your answer. Right? What if I want to switch it around? What if I want to say g of f of x? So that means I'm going to take my f of x function. Let me squeeze this in just a little bit here. Ooh, I'm right on the edge. And I'm going to put that in place of the g. Because this is the inside function, right? I'm taking that f of x, and that is my input. That's my input. That whole function is my input. So this is going to be 1 over, and in place of that x, I have a 3x squared minus x. If you want to factor, you can. You don't have to. I would probably just leave it for this particular problem. All right? Okay. So a composition is where you plug another function into that function. Also, if you have an already, if you have a function that's already put together, then we want to break it apart. Determine the outer and inner functions. I'm going to make this outer an f of x and the inner a g of x. And then that's why I have h of x here is equal to f of g of x. All right? And we're figuring out what's our f of x and our g of x. So if h of x here is the square root of 9 I forgot my x. 9x minus x squared. Think about what an outside and an inside would be. Your f of x is your outside function. What's that biggest outside function happening? The square root. Good. So this would be the square root of x. That leaves my inside function, yep, as the 9x minus x squared. This is on the inside. If I have g of x, I am replacing that x, right? That composition, I'm putting that to the inside. Good. Good. This is A. Let's do one more here. B. If I have h of x is equal to 2 over x squared minus 1 cubed. Outside and inside. Yes, so you're looking at things with the exponents. What's the exponent? That's outside stuff. So 2 over x cubed, and then because that's in the parentheses, my g of x is going to be x squared minus 1. Now there is more than one way to do this. However, right? However, that is the most common. You look for what's the inside of those parentheses, and then that's what you're going for there. All right?